Sat Shri Akal to all the viewers of KCGC TV. I am Mandeep Hundal from Khalsa College International Public School, Ranjit Avenue. I am working there as PGT Maths teacher. It's my privilege to be here in front of you through KCGC to present my topic on the basis of mathematics. The theme of my topic is relation and function based on sets. This is one of the most important topic of grade 12 maths syllabus. This topic not only helps in building strong foundation for advanced mathematics, but it also plays a vital role in competitive exams. For example, in JEE, approximate 4 to 5 questions are asked from this topic. This indicates how important it is. Now let's start the topic. Before we dive into relation and function, let's recall the concept of sets. Now what is set? Set in mathematics, a set is well-defined collection of distinct objects. These objects are known as members or an element of a set. It means a set consists well-defined data. Now what does well-defined means? For understand this, let's consider few examples. A set of whole numbers, a set of natural numbers, a set of letters of English alphabets, a set of rivers of Punjab. These all collections are properly defined. That means they qualify for a set. But if I say a collection of 10 best cricketers of India, a collection of best teachers of Punjab, a collection of best schools in Amritsar, then these type of collections are not properly defined because different people may have different opinion. That means these collections do not qualify for a set. Now let's discuss major types of set. If I say a set of whole numbers, then we all know that whole numbers starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. That means they are infinite. So these type of sets are known as infinite sets. But if we talk about a set of vowels of English alphabets, then we all know that vowels are A, E, I, O, U. That means they are finite. So these type of sets are known as finite set. But if I say a set of even prime number, then we all know that 2 is the only even prime number. Other all prime are odd numbers. That means number of element in this set is only 1. So these type of sets are known as singleton sets. This is all about sets. Now let's move further. Next is Cartesian product between A and B. If we have two sets, let's say A and B, then A cross B is known as Cartesian product. For example, let A and B be two sets having two elements. Then what is A cross B? It's A1, B1, A2, B2 in ordered pair form. And this collection of ordered pair becomes the foundation for defining relation. Now what is relation? Relation is a part of Cartesian product. For example, if we have two sets A and B and R is a relation between A and B, then R is always a subset of A cross B. In this Cartesian product A cross B, R may be A1, A2, may be B1, B2 according to the question or according to the condition. Next, relation has three properties. First one is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now, for understanding these three properties, let's consider one more example. Let A be any set having three elements A, B and C. And R is a relation in this set. Then R is reflexive if every element in R is related to itself. That means here there are three elements A, B, C. That means A is related with A, B is related with B and C is related with C. Then we can say relation is reflexive. Next is symmetric. Now for symmetric, let's consider two elements A and B. And if AB belongs to R, it implies BA must belongs to R in ordered pair form. Then we can say relation is symmetric. Last but not the least, transitive relation. For this, let's consider three elements A, B, C. And if AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, it implies AC belongs to R, then we can say the given relation is transitive. And if a relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then we can say relation is an equivalence relation. Next is function. Function is a special type of relation in which every input has exactly one output. For example, if we have two sets A and B, then for every x belongs to set A, there exists y belongs to set B such that xy is in relation. And that type of relation is known as function. Now function has three properties. First one is domain, second one is codomain and third one is range. For understanding these three properties, let's consider one more example. Let f of A to B be a function. Then what is domain of f? All the elements of set A are known as domain of f. And all the elements in set B are known as codomain of f. Now what is range? Domain and codomain are very simple. But what is range? Range is a set of all the images. That means if A is related with 1, B is related with 2 and C is related with 3, then 1, 2, 3 are the images of A, B, C respectively. Then range of f is 1, 2, 3. Now next is types of function. There are two types of function, one-one or injective and onto or surjective. Now what is one-one function? If two different elements, then their images should be different. And if images are same, then the elements must be same. That type of function is known as one-one function or injective function. Second is onto. If number of elements in codomain of f is equal to number of element in range of f, then we can say function is onto. For example, the given function is not onto because number of elements in codomain of f are 4 and number of elements in range of f are 3. That means they are not equal to each other. So this is not onto function. This is all about today's presentation. Now I will recapitulate all the subtopics once again. We have discussed sets, that is a collection of well-defined objects. For example, a set of natural numbers, a set of rational numbers, a set of real numbers, etc. Next is Cartesian product. If A and B are two sets, then A cross B is known as Cartesian product between A and B. After this, its relation. Relation is always a subset of A cross B, that is Cartesian product. Relation has three properties: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. And if a relation having all three, then we can say given relation is an equivalence relation. Next is function. Function is a special type of relation in which every input has exactly one output. Next is there are two types of function. First one is one and second one is onto. And if a function is both one and onto, then we can say the given function is bijective function, or you can say this is bijective mapping. That's it. I hope this presentation will improve your knowledge regarding sets, relation and function. Thank you so much.